series that began 50 years ago, with the Browns leading the Patriots 13 wins to 12. But New England has won 7 of the last 8 meetings, and they can even up the series next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Joe Reed returning. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They're led by the NFL's MVP in 2018 and also MVP of Super Bowl 54 in his 5th season. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Hopkins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 3 catches, 59 yards.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. This one complete to Christian Kirk. This defense for the Patriots, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So here are the Patriots now backed up a bit to start their first drive. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback. 3rd season now out of Oklahoma, the former #1 overall pick, of course, Kyler Murray. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Here comes Reed. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Hey, we know Pat Mahomes can run it. We saw it right there, but you get the sense when he takes off, every Chiefs fan is just saying, hey, be careful.
You get the sense, right, that everyone's holding their breath?
Yes.
And no one's exhaling until he gets up? Well, that makes perfect sense. But the reason that play works well for him when he decides to keep it and run, because of respect for his arm. He throws it so well and so often that when he does make the decision to run, it's usually wide open.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On second down, it's Patterson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 44. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They run it with Balaj. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kalen Balaj. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Reed. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Keep playing hard all day. Let's get it. Yes,
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a great job.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Balaj. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Murray now on first down. And that's complete to Cooks. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, Montgomery shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Now Murray off play action. Steps away. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. A give. This is Montgomery. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a run with Montgomery. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Being chased out left. Murray with a nice move. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Montgomery diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. And Charles is able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. Murray now on first down. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On second down now. It's Montgomery. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. New England on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll run here with Balaj. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Murray. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Henry Ruggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Browns. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And incomplete on the deep ball. New England on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Murray again. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he rifles one incomplete. New England on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. Murray now to throw. He'll let this go deep for runs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Open, and there is Patterson, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. O.J. Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Zerline now for the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. Second quarter here, he has only one catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. The return is Reed. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players spotlight. And I don't know what more they need to see of him than what we're going to see in this player montage. He's been great. Why aren't they winning this game, I guess, is the question.
It is a good question, isn't it? Remember the time we spent with them in practice beforehand and had that little twinkle in his eye where he thought, hey, we can get some bombs in this game. We can get deep, and that's exactly what's going on. But I don't think he thought if they could do that they'd be on the losing end.
They might need more of this air raid attack. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New England. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 51 yards on the punt there.
Keep playing hard.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now, he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Now he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. Mahomes' throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to have run this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now it's Mahomes again. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Mahomes to throw once more. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. Just batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Browns. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the 2nd half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 60 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Fighting to stay upright. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A try here for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Here's Reed returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go! Let's go!
Out comes the offense onto the field once more, led by O.J. Howard. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far, as we see here on your screen.
They may have to draw up coverages they haven't run so far. They may have to create something on the fly because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself, is it 2 men, 3 men, maybe even a 4th guy may have to go and account for him. But right now, he's shredding the defense.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. He completes it to Tate. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that one will be accepted. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Terrell Lewis. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Mahomes now to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Howard. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Golden Tate with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A throw complete to the tight end Tunyon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Murray now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Jay Sternberger, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
brings the kicking team here for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Reed. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run with Patterson. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Oh, now Hopkins slow to get up here. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back now in Foxborough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. 1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a 2nd down and 6. Murray now to throw. And it'll be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
He gets it to Cooks. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, it's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 41. New England on third down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He did his best to just get 4 onto that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. On play action, it's Murray. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. To throw, it's Murray. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now Balaj. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. 2nd down and 3. They run Montgomery. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Mahomes' throw pulled in by Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for New England, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.